for either one of you, how would you describe that turn up in the fourth quarter?
It was incredible. First and fourth were our best quarters. Second and third, they made little runs, and we put them on the free throw line there. So they had momentum. But I just like how we responded to start that fourth. We got stops. 19 points that's a sweet spot for us on defense. So I like how we finished it.
Coach said earlier he understands that there may be fatigue out there, but at the same time, he wants to see the chemistry continue to mesh, as I'm sure you guys do as well, and hadn't had a lot of reps as a group. What has that process been like, battling through fatigue and getting on the same page out there during this stretch?
Yeah, we all had a lot of reps in playing in the NBA, so, just use that to help us get through this time and accelerate some of that development as a team, lean back on some of the principles we had on other teams. And, it's pretty much all the same shit the league runs. Everybody just changed the terminology up. So it's good for us to lean on our experience, and that's going to help us moving forward. So I just love how we were connected tonight.
Yeah, there's been a lot of complications during the course of this year. What's it like now just to have things finally simple, win 2 games at home and you're in the playoffs?
Thanks, big dog. No, it feels good. It feels good to be in this position. Hard fought. And we just want to take it one day at a time and get prepared for Indiana coming Sunday. And, have some good results there, get better that day, and then get ready for Tuesday. So it feels good. Like you said, with all the complications, stuff like that, that's the past. Now we just control what we can control and get ready to hoop.
For either, what you guys were up 17. What in your estimation led to that lead kind of dwindling and then them taking the control and leading?
And just the NBA and their pros and well coached and talented. His first quarter, it was early. So they got back into it, making shots. We put them on the free throw line. So game of runs, they made their run. We made ours early. They hit us in the mouth, and I like how we responded. So that's just been the nature of our season, just getting knocked down and seeing how we respond. I thought tonight was a good example of how we can respond.
Andre was saying this morning he felt like these last 2 games were must-wins. You guys have obviously played in some of the biggest must-win games in recent history, but are you viewing Sunday as a must-win given that it locks in the 7th seed and gives you 2 shots in this plan?
Yeah, every game that we play, we feel like it's a must-win. We want to give our best effort. But obviously with this playing tournament, this playoff playing idea, it's been a little bit more pressure, but that's part of being in the NBA and, preparing daily for these type of moments. So we just want to come in with that same mentality that, hey, let's put our best foot forward. Let's put our best effort out there. And like Kay said, just be able to respond to other teams' runs, not hold our head, not allow it to carry over into any other possessions, and live with the results that way. So we feel good about it. And obviously it's been a little up and down, but that's part of it.
Kevin, when you're doubled, you're obviously confident in your teammates. You're willing to get off the ball. What's the sort of the key to executing out of that double for everybody else? Is it a spacing thing? Is it just the how quickly the ball moves?
Yeah, I think it starts with me just being patient. I think a lot of times I see an extra guy, I want to get rid of the ball quick, but sometimes I got to wait on my teammates to set up and make themselves available. So we've gotten so much better at that this year, and we've seen all different types of schemes and how teams guard me, and I think my teammates are understanding on where to be if they actually do come in double. So Bruce has been, being that guy that flash in the paint and make plays on the backside. Dre has been doing a good job. Kessler, so I just got to be better at being more patient, playing stronger, and just making those passes, make sure those passes on time and on target.
Kevin, you mentioned Bruce. He complained to us for not asking him about his near triple-double, so maybe this evens the score. But 2 assists shy, 4 blocks also. Just what would you make of his whole performance tonight?
Yeah, I didn't think he deserved a triple-double tonight. Because he talked about it at the we didn't know. And he's like, yo, I need 2 more assists. I'm like, you're not getting it tonight. You shouldn't have said nothing. But, we all love how Bruce has been playing lately, 4 block. I mean, at this point, I expect him to come out here and play well now. And I think once you build those expectations up for yourself as a player, then that's when you start to develop even more and more, and you build that trust in your teammates. So I'm sure he'll have more opportunities to do that.
Just want to ask you about Kessler Edwards and what you guys have seen from him since San Diego and him taking advantage of the opportunity that was given to him.
Puts in the work. He listens. Professional every single day. And he comes in, he asks questions, and he's very attentive to the details that we're asking of him. So for that, he deserves to be rewarded. And when you put in that much work and you have that consistency, and we see it all the time, guys get really blessed in a position to be able to be with us for the long haul or be with the team for a long haul. So we're excited to have him, and he deserves it.
Kevin, over the course of your career, why do you think you've been able to consistently raise the level of your own game when your team has needed it in the biggest of games?
Just, first off, having great teammates that put you in position to be successful. That's always the first thing. Guys screening for me, passing me the rock, trusting me to come through on those plays. But really, I learned from all of the mistakes, not coming through late in games or struggling, over the course of my career in certain situations, and just learning from them and being better the next time out, So there's going to be trial and error and ebbs and flows to all of that stuff as you become a pro. But it's about, how you approach it and how you learn from it afterwards. So let's just try to stay in the moment and, be fundamental and live with the results.
Coach Bickerstaff said that he could understand why teams at the top of the East would want to avoid you guys in the first round, given that obviously you two are playing. If that is the case, if teams are ducking you guys by potentially losing on purpose, do you take that as a sign of respect, or do you even think that's a thing?
I don't believe teams are doing that. I think a lot of teams are just, trying to make sure their guys are healthy going into the playoffs, and I don't even really think they worried about us, to be honest. And, so we just focus on what we do, and no matter who we play, we just play our game.
Just for either of you guys, you guys have done this for so long. Steve Nash, second-year head coach. How do you think he's done kind of through the ebbs and flows of this season and keeping everybody together?
I think he's done a great job. The last 2 years, he's been dealt a wild hand, injuries, trades, disgruntled players, like guys in and out the lineup, stuff that he can't control. And I felt like, he handled it as best as he could. And I think it's on us as players to make his job easier. And, so guys have been doing a good job of just listening and responding well to Steve. And we all know the whole thing is, everybody's developing every single day. This is his first real opportunity as a coach. So I think he's handling it all perfectly, to be honest. It's a tough